ready to take control of the battlefield with one of the newest additions to the Marvel Rivals lineup? Invisible Woman isn't just another support on your team, she's a strategic powerhouse. In this guide, I'll show you how to turn Susan Storm into an unstoppable force. Let's get started. Invisible Woman is the epitome of tactical versatility in Marvel Rivals. She packs a hard punch just effectively as she heals her teammates. Whether you're shielding allies, disrupting an enemy, or cloaking for a surprise flank, her skill set rewards sharp decision making. Susan Storm is classified as a strategist, designed to adapt to almost any situation. Compared to other strategists like Mantis or Loki, Invisible Woman doesn't focus on one aspect. She excels across the board. Her strength lies in balancing utility, damage, and healing, making her perfect for players who thrive on having a lot of flexibility with their support characters. Let's break down her abilities to see what makes her so unstoppable. Let's start with Orb Projection, her primary attack. This piercing orb deals 20 damage per hit and heals allies for a stunning 46 point per hit on its return. The trick is positioning. Line up multiple enemies and allies for maximum impact. Conveniently, the orb can hit the same enemy twice, once on its way out and again on its return. That's a crucial way to maximize damage, but be careful. Missing the return path means losing out on valuable healing for your team. Always aim to hit allies in need of health as it comes back. Guardian Shield is your go-to defensive tool. It creates a 3-meter shield that heals allies for 50 points per second while slowing enemies who pass through it. While it does have a relatively small range of 3 meters, it heals teammates by 50 points per second. What's so special about this ability though is that before the shield is destroyed, Invisible Woman can reproject the shield onto another ally simply by activating the ability again. After the shield is destroyed or withdrawn, a cooldown starts, with a maximum of 6 seconds when the shield is completely destroyed. If the shield is withdrawn earlier, this cooldown is shorter. Psionic Vortex excels at disruption. It deals a total of 140 damage over its duration and slows enemies by up to 50% when they are close to its center. It's perfect for disrupting enemy formations, grouping enemies into tight spaces, and setting up for combos with your team's abilities. Strategic placement is key. Dropping the vortex randomly often gives enemies an easy escape. Use it in choke points or set up high damage follow-ups from your teammates. Forse Physics is your ultimate tool for controlling enemy positioning. It lets you push or pull enemies up to 30 meters away. Imagine knocking an opponent off the map or yanking targets into your team's melee range. But be careful, recklessly using it in tight spaces can backfire, putting enemies in better positions or scattering them when your team needs focus fire. Veiled Step is all about mobility. Use it to reposition, flank, or escape sticky situations. With a 6-second cooldown, it's a powerful safety net in emergencies. Just don't rely on invisibility for long-term safety. Engaging combatively before your cooldown resets will render you visible and vulnerable to enemies. Strategic use of this ability before your cooldown resets is the best way to maintain the upper hand. Agile Strike allows the Invincible Woman to unleash a precise and fluid 3-hit melee combo, demonstrating her mastery of close quarters combat. Each strike flows seamlessly into the next, building momentum until the final blow. A powerful force push sends enemies flying, disrupting their positioning and giving her an edge in battle. Covert Advance allows the invisible woman to blend into the shadows with precision and stealth. When disengaging from combat, she enters invisibility after a short delay, rendering her undetectable to enemies. While cloaked, she gradually regenerates health, providing an opportunity to recover and reposition strategically. This ability emphasizes her tactical prowess, enabling her to outmaneuver opponents and re-enter the fight on her own terms. Invisible Boundary is one of the more impactful ultimates in the game. It cloaks allies, slows enemies, and heals for 165 points per second over 8 seconds. Clever timing can counter enemy ultimates and secure objectives. Keep in mind that allies remain hidden unless they attack, adding confusion among your enemies. Dropping it too early in fights, however, wastes potential to turn the tide during crucial moments. When you pair Invisible Woman with Mr. Fantastic, you unlock Fantastic Force, a synergy that grants increased health regeneration by 15% for both heroes. This duo thrives on teamwork, offering a hard-to-rival stamina on the battlefield. Here are some pro tips to take your Invisible Woman gameplay to the next level. Positioning. Stay behind your tank and poke with Orb Projection to deal damage and heal. Your health regeneration will take you a long way though. With practice, you can steadily become a more aggressive player, taking advantage of Invisible Woman's capacity for destruction. Crowd control. Time Psionic Vortex for maximum disruption. Follow up with Forse Physics to scatter enemies or peel for your team. Stealth. Use Veiled Step to reposition, flank, or escape danger. It's your safety net and a tool for aggressive plays. Ultimate timing. Drop Invisible Boundary when your team needs a clutch heal or a tactical cloak to secure objectives to turn fights around. Invisible Woman isn't just a hero, she's a tactical powerhouse. Her abilities let you control the flow of the game, protect your team, and dismantle your opponents with precision. Don't be fooled though, she isn't as easy to use as your typical support hero. With this guide though, you're ready to dominate as Susan Storm. Now's the time to master her abilities. Want to dominate your rivals like a true pro? Click the video on screen now for the ultimate Season 1 settings guide. It's your first step to leveling up your gameplay and crushing the competition. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more hero breakdowns, expert tips, and winning strategies. Let's rise to the challenge together. I'll see you in the next one.